Hello students, once again you are most welcome in our channel. Today I have selected the topic terminating decimal expansion. This topic is taken from the book of mathematics from class 10th and exercise is 1.4. So we study here first of all terminating decimal expansion. We should know about what is terminating decimal expansion. Now we can define it if a rational number is given. Suppose that in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q both are co-prime numbers, means co-primes, you can say, means P and Q are co-primes and Q does not equal to 0, means if a rational number is given in the form of P upon Q where P and Q are co-primes and Q does not equal to 0. Okay? So in this case we find here if the denominator of this rational number means denominator of this rational number that is Q, okay, and its prime factors are in the form of 2's and 2's are 5's. 2's are 5's or 2's and 5's. It means its prime factors are given in 2's form with 5's are only 2's and only 5's. For example, we see here, suppose that 9 upon 15. 9 upon 15. See here, when we have to find terminating decimal expansion, question is asked in this way that if this number is terminating decimal expansion or not. This number is terminating decimal expansion or not. So first of all, we have to convert given fraction or you can say given rational number in its simplest form. What is its simplest form? By factorize, we can find here 3 into 5 is 15, 3 3 are 9, okay, and you can directly cut it, 3 5 are 15 and 3 3 are 9. Now, in this way, we find here, this is the simplest form of this, okay, means the question is, our question is 9 upon 15 and its simplest form is 3 upon 5. Now, we have to find is it terminating decimal expansion or not. So, according to definition, if the prime factor of denominator is in the form of 2's or 5's or 2's and 5's, means both should be there or separately they will be there, okay. So we can say that this number is terminating decimal expansion, okay. So how can we can solve here? This is 2's and 5's terms. No number is given other than 2's and 5 here. So we can say that this is terminating decimal expansion. This is terminating decimal expansion. Okay, it's right. So in this way we can say that if given number is in the form of rational number, means P upon Q, where P and Q are co-primes and Q does not equal to 0, means denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, then we factorize first of all. First of all, we factorize our denominator like this. We factorize it, and if we get the factors of that denominator is in the form of 2's or 5's or 2's and 5's both, then we can say that that number is terminating decimal expansion. Okay, if other terms also comes here, other term, suppose that comes also here, like into 3, like into 7, means here like that. Suppose that 9 upon 30, or you can say 35, like this. 9 upon 35. We have to convert it into simplest form. We have to convert it into simplest form. But there will be no common factor between numerator and denominator. There will be no common factor in numerator and denominator. Okay, so we can say that it is already in simplest form. It is already in its simplest form. Now, second procedure is that we have to factorize our denominator. Our denominator is 35. We have to factorize it. 5 7 ja 35. 7 1 ja 7. Means our factor is in the form of, suppose that 35 is equal to 5 into 7 in this form. So we get here 5 means 9 upon 5 into 7. We get here 5. This is a 5 term, but no other term should come than 2's or 5's. Then it should be terminating decimal. But here 7 is appeared here. 7 is appeared here. Then 2 or 5 means besides 2 or 5 only 7 also comes here. Okay, it means this term, means this question, means this number, this rational number is not a terminating decimal expansion, because it's the factor of denominator is not only 2's or 5's or in the form of 2's and 5's, because other digit 7 is also appeared here. Okay, so this is not terminating decimal expansion. Okay, so in this way we can say that if our number is given in the form of P upon Q, where Q does not equal to 0 and P and Q are co-primes, then first of all we have to convert into simplest form of given number. After that selecting denominator, we have to factorize it, and if we get only 2's or 5's in factor, then we can say that this question is terminating decimal expansion. If we got another number also, another digit also besides 2 or 5, then we can say that it is not terminating decimal expansion. Then what should we call it? It should be called non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay, so our next topic is non-terminating decimal. I will start now. Okay, see here. See here again, non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. As I told, suppose that the number is given as rational number in the form of P upon Q, where P and and Q are co-primes and Q does not equal to 0, and also when its denominator is factorized and we get digits other than 2's or 5's, then it is called non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. I repeat it once again. Try to understand. If any number is given as rational number and in the form of P upon Q, and P and Q are co-primes and Q does not equal to 0. Q does not equal to 0 means denominator should not be 0. Means should not be equal to 0. Okay? So, first of all, we have to convert it into simplest form. We have to convert given number into its simplest form. After that, when we got simplest form, after that, we have to select its denominator and find prime factors of it. Okay? And we have to find prime factors of it after factorization. Okay? Means we have to factorize Q. Q means denominator. It is denominator. It is denominator. Okay? Means denominator Q should be factorized. Is factorized. Okay? Is factorized. If we find a digit, we find a digit other than 2's or in 5's term, okay, then we can say that this is non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. For example, see here, suppose that we have given number 12 upon 22. Okay, so when we convert into simplest form this number, 2 1 ja 2, 2 1 ja 2, 2 6 ja 12, means 6 upon 11. Okay, this is the simplest form. Now we see here that the denominator is 11. The denominator is equal to 11, and it is other than 2's or 5's. So we can say that if we factorize it, the factor of this only we can get in this way. So 11 is here other than 2's or 5's. So we can say that this is non-terminating expansion. But it is repeating or not repeating. Other term is here repeating. It's clear that it is non-terminating. It is clear that it is non-terminating. Okay? But it is repeating or not, we have to check by dividing here. How can? See here, it is 6 upon 11 because factor is 11. We divide it, we have to take a point 60, 11 5 to 55, carry on 5, again 50, 11 4 to 45, carry 6, 60, 11 5 to 55, again 5, 11 4 to 45 means 5 4 5 5, 5 4 and 5 4, again 5 4, it will repeat. See here, by dividing again, I want to tell you everything, complete our knowledge. This is point 60, 11 5 ja 55. We get here 5. Again, this is 50. 11 4 ja 44. 44. Here we get 6 and here 60. 11 5 ja 55. We get here 5. Again, this will be 50. 11 4 ja 44. We got here 6. Again 60. It means we can say that 5 4 5 4 will repeat again and again. So we can say that it is also repeating. It is also repeating. It means we have to see here that if we divide 6 by 11, we got here this one 5 4 5 4 5 4 etc. Means you can see here that the pair of 5 and 4 means 5 4 will be repeated. It is necessary here to understand that not only one digit will repeat, it can be repeated in pair, in triple numbers. Okay, we have to see that one digit is repeating again and again, or taking two digits means pair repeating again and again. Okay, if pair is repeating, then also it is called repeating decimal expansion. Okay, decimal expansion. I hope you can understand very well this thing. Means first of all we have to find here it is terminating or non-terminating. Okay, if we get here in the simplest form of given number, if it is if its prime factor is other than 2's or 5's, then we can say that this number means given number is non-terminating. Okay, and we after dividing it can find here this is repeating or non-repeating. If we get here non-repeating term, then we can say that non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, but here repeating, so we say that here non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. It's okay. We start here our exercise. Now we see this question is the decimal expansion of 141 upon 20. See again, the decimal expansion of 141 upon 120 will terminate after how many places of decimals? Means question is said here that we have to tell that the decimal expansion of this number will terminate after how many places of decimals. Okay, so how can we solve this question? See here. See, 141 upon 120 will terminate. Now we take our question 141 upon 120. This is question and this is given number. That is in the form of rational number, means in the form of P upon Q. Okay. Now we have to find first of all its simplest form. What is simplest form? We have to divide it by common factor. What is common factor of this? 3 4 ja 3, 3 4 ja 12. This is 40, and here 3 4 ja 12, and here 2 21, 3 7 ja 21. Means 47 upon 40. It's right. Clear. Now there is no common factor between both, means numerator and denominator. It means this is simplest form. Now we have to find after how many decimal numbers it will be placed. Okay, so now we have to take here denominator. Our denominator is equal to 40. So we have to factorize it in this form, like here we factorize 2 2 ja 4 20, 2 1 ja 10, 2 5 ja 10, and 5 1 ja 5. 2 2 ja 4 2 ja 8. It means 3 times of 2 and 1 times of 5. Okay. It is clear that the factor of denominator, that is 40, is in the form of 2s and 5s. It means this is terminating decimal. Okay, but here question is said that after how many places of decimals it will be terminated. After how many places? So see here. Now we can write question is 47 upon 40 is equal to, we can write here 47 upon the factorization is here. Means we have to find here 10. Means we have to convert this denominator in the form of tens. Means 10 power s. Means how many tens? Same as we see here. This is 2 cube and this is 5 only 1. Means 2 into 5 means 1 times 5 to the 10. But here 2 is 3 times. Means we need 2 times 5 also here to make every pair is 10. Okay. So we have to multiply 2 times 5 here. So if we multiply here 2 times 5, it means 25. So we have to also multiply in numerator also. It is the rule. So 47 into 5 into 5 upon here 2 cube into 5, and you can say here 2 times 5 means 5 square. You can write here, and here also we write 5 square. It's right. Why we need here to multiply in this way? Because we have to get here 10. Means this denominator in the form of 10. So 5 to the 10, 1 10 is completed here, but 2 times 2 is remaining here. So it will be also in 10 terms of 10. So we have to multiply by 5 square, means 2 times of 5. See here, 5 5 is 25. Means 47 into 25 upon here 2 5 is 10, and here or we can factorize here for understanding very well. 3 times 2 and here 5 is 3 times. It's right. Means 2 5 is 10, 2 5 is 10 and 2 5 is 10. 3 times 5, and here we multiply by 25 7 is 25 7 is 175. Here we can write 175 and 5 is here. We take and carry 17. Now again 25 4 is 100. 25 4 is 100 and plus 17 117. It's right. Means 1175 upon here 2 5 is 10 into 2 5 is 10 into 2 5 is 10. Means we can write here 1175 upon 10 to the power 3. Means 10 cube. So here when we convert it into the form of in the terms of 10, we get here 10 is given here 3 times. So after 3 numbers means how many places of decimals? 3 places of decimals we can terminate it. Okay. So we say here 1 point, we can write here also. See here, this is 1.175. Clear? 1000 is 10 ninja, 100 ninja, 1000. 1000 ninja, 1000, and remainder is 175. We take here decimal. After that 1 time it will be 0. 1 ja 7 ja 5 ja. Okay, you can solve here. So we see here 1 2 3. After 3 places of decimals, it will be terminated. Okay, our answer is after, we can write here answer here, after 3 places of decimals, it will terminate. It will terminate. Okay, this is our answer. First of all, what I have to do here? First of all, we have to convert it in the simplest form of given number. When we draw simplest form, get here denominator of fraction. After that we have to find prime factors of denominator by factorization. Like here by factorization we can get here, so we can get here prime factors of denominator. If we get here, after that we have to convert it into the terms of 10 to get this d. There are many rules to find it, but this is the most important and very easy rule. We have to convert it into the terms of 10. After that, what is the power of 10? That is the number of places. It is strict. If we get here power 3, then we can say our answer is 3. If we get here power 4, we can say that after 4 places, the decimal it will terminate. It's right? Same as we can solve every question. It's right? So, I hope you can understand very well this type of questions. And other questions you can also solve without solving it. Like that, we have to find only denominator in the simplest form. After that, we have to factorize it. If we get here, this is the form of 2's and 7's, 2's and 5's. We can say that this is terminating. If we get other terms also like 3, 7 also, then it is non-terminating. If we find decimal after decimal repeating terms, we can say non-terminating and repeating. If it is not repeating, we can say that non-terminating and non-repeating terms. Okay? So these are basic terms. You have to study and solve all types of questions. Okay? If you have any query, you can ask. It's right? Okay. Thank you, class.